All right, guys, what is going on? This is the Club of the Man 1993 coming at you for another live review of 205 Live, the June 26th, 2018 edition of 205 Live. Of course, took place last night, and shoot, I cannot believe I did this again. I keep forgetting to mute myself sometimes when I watch stuff on my computer. Anyway, so we're going to talk about 205 Live. We'll do a 205 Live now, and then right after this, we'll do NXT live review as well. Overall, 205 Live was another show that felt it was good. Didn't feel average, but it was good in building up other stars and getting people to the next level. But at the same time, it wasn't really anything too spectacular. But I thought it was still a good show. I gave it thumbs up, solid. I would say. I know in a lot, and I probably put my grades a B. But I'm gonna give it a B minus. I think for this week's show. But it was good again, but nothing like too special happened. We're not much to talk about here though. Let's just get right into the show. We started off with Drake Maverick running down the card for tonight, and then we also got Vic Joseph introducing Nigel McGuinness and Percy Watson as it's Nigel McGuinness's first time back since the and I think Vic Joseph's also because they were gone for the UK tournament also. So they have returned. The first match we got was a match between Akira Tazawa and Tony Nese. Those two guys who are kind of still kind of on the bottom of the pile, I'd say, for the momentum on 205 Live. As we've had other stars such as Drew Gulak, some of the Lucha House Party, Lee Brian Kendrick just came back, Hideo Itami, Buddy Murphy, we saw later. Still a bunch of stars that definitely benefited a lot from Triple H taking over. These are two guys that are still kind of on the bottom of the pile pretty much. So they went back and forth in a good match as well. It was good. Actually, it was weird that at the beginning they had Buddy Murphy come out with Akira Tazawa. I mean, not Akira Tazawa, with Tony Nese, because they're teasing that, they're workout buddies and whatnot. But Murphy didn't stay around. He left, which I thought was weird. Match wasn't too bad between these two. Definitely shows they have potential, but just didn't feel like, they went all out with it. Tazawa, though, wins with that top rope senton that he does, jump off the top rope. So he wins the match again. I mean, it just still sucks that, Tony Nese seems like he's not getting that any momentum going. His character's just going back and forth. He's heel, then he's face, now he's heel again. I feel like he's one of the more underutilized stars still on 205. I mean, Akira Tazawa, I think he's still okay, but Tony Nese is just let's get something going with this guy. It's he's talented. Why aren't we doing anything with him at this point? Pretty much, he could definitely be a cruiserweight champion. I mean, it still could Akira Tazawa. Well, he was for a brief 6 days, but yeah, Tazawa wins again with a senton bomb. That was pretty much it. Any other action we got here going there? Let me see here. Yeah, nothing really. Just traded some strikes pretty much until the senton bomb. So that was that opening match. We had a recap of what happened last week with Hideo Itami getting a win over Mustafa Ali and Buddy Murphy in the triple threat match. And Alexander talks to Drake Maverick backstage and asks when his next title defense will be. And Maverick said he hasn't decided, and Cedric says he figures it would be Itami because of his win last week. But Maverick said he doesn't want to reward bad behavior and use TJP's recent antics as an example of something that won't work with him. But Alexander explains he has a chance to fight a legend like Itami would allow him to establish his own legacy. And then Maverick said he will take it under advisement, which, okay, yeah, I do like this segment here with Alexander being because, I think Alexander's been a great champion, but it's just he's hasn't really wrestled too much. I feel like they could get him out there and do more than just, wrestling in this Cruiserweight Championship match. He wrestled against Cedric. Not Mustafa, Buddy Murphy. So I mean, I definitely would agree having him go and saying, what's next for me, pretty much. I mean, yes, I get Hideo Itami just got one win. He's got to prove more than just that. But we'll see what happens going forward. So we had that segment backstage, and then we had a jobber named Dewey James tagging on Leo Rush, debuting on 205 Live. Of course, we know Leo Rush was briefly in NXT. But he was treated a little bit like a jobber, though, somewhat, even though he was 205 live bound from the start. Of course, he got some backstage heat for that tweet he posted about Emma after she was released by the WWE, saying I guess she truly wasn't ready for Asuka and whatnot. And he was treated like a jobber. Wasn't see much on NXT after that. but he was 205 live bound. I mean, it seemed like he was going to be in the heel direction, but I still couldn't quite tell yet from just the squash match if he was a face or a heel yet. We'll have to wait and see before I do the turn alert if he is a heel. But it does seem like he does have a little bit of like a cocky side to him, thinking he's all full of it and whatnot. I was impressed though with his in-ring ability. I thought he did some, pretty good moves in his match. He took off of his jewelry. He cheap shot James, and he was running the ropes and hitting dude with like kicks, blasting him off the apron with a few more kicks as well as a couple of nice little flips. Like very agile for a guy who's only he's like 5'6", 160 pounds. It's very quick moving. He did a nice looking frog splash called the Final Hour off the top rope to get the victory. So I mean, I definitely see him getting a run with the Cruiserweight Championship sometime down the line. I was definitely very impressed with what he had to offer in this match. So I mean, I think he's a heel, but I'll give it another week just to see for sure. Afterwards, he was interviewed by Dasha Fuentes. He says, the future of the Cruiserweight division is here. He can do things in the ring that the guys in the locker room can only dream of doing. They're good, but they're no Leo Rush. They have no style, presence, or finesse. He's the man of the hour at 205 Live is going to feel the rush. So it is rush hour time now in 205 Live, pretty much, if you get the joke, whatnot. So yeah, he gets the win there. Then we see Renee Young interviewing Cedric Alexander backstage. She asks about his decision to lobby for Itami, and Alexander says he was impressed by Itami being Ali and Murphy last week and repeats the same stuff he said about establishing his reputation as a champion. And Itami approaches him, looks up and down, and talks some Japanese trash talk to him. And Alexander says he'll show him respect, and Itami shoves him, and Maverick shows up with some other guys to separate them. So I guess we're starting to tease. We'll eventually be seeing a match with Cedric Alexander and Hideo Itami. I still kind of wish that they would do a fatal four-way between Itami, Murphy, and Ali first, because I think if they want to do Alexander and Itami, I still say save it for SummerSlam in my opinion. But then we might make it sooner as far as it's looking. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. I definitely can't wait to see the one-on-one match. Then we have an advertisement for next week. There's going to be a no disqualification match between Mustafa Ali and Buddy Murphy. Just to settle, their feud. They had the rubber match, but got interrupted by Hideo Itami. So then they're just going to settle. They're going to have the rubber match and a no DQ match because there's going to be a winner. So we'll see what happens with that next week. And then finally, we got our main event. It was the Lucha House Party, Kalisto, Grand Metalik, and Lince Dorado taking on Drew Gulak, the Brian Kendrick, and Gentleman Jack Gallagher in a six-man tag team elimination match. This match wasn't too bad. It wasn't one of the most exciting six-man tag matches I've seen. To me, though, it looked like it was meant to just put. The reason why, with it being an elimination match, it was meant to look to help, I think, put Drew Gulak over even stronger and come out, the victor of this feud. I mean, Lucha House Party, they're good for what they are. I mean, they didn't really need it, but I think to continue giving Drew Gulak that heel momentum, I think that's what this ended up being all about. Again, I've never really been the biggest fan of this whole feud. I'm just like, okay, yeah, I like the stuff what he was calling Dorado, Dorito, and other goofy little nicknames. And yeah, Penelope Gulak was kind of funny. But yeah, the match happened. Gulak eliminated Metalik with a Metalik was eliminated after Gulak grabbed him while he runs the ropes, and he sent him right into Gallagher's headbutt. And then Kendrick was eliminated by Lince Dorado after Gulak accidentally unmasked Dorado, and he had a handicap handspring cutter on the Kendrick as well to get him out of the match. And then would get Dorado to tap it out to the Gulak. Kendrick, though, even though he was eliminated, snuck by and helped out. And then Kalisto eliminated Gallagher with a Salida del Sol. But then Gulak got the Gulak on Kalisto again, got him to tap out also to get for Gulak to get the win and be the sole survivor in this tag match. And he destroyed Penelope Gulak also after the match as well. So it seems like this feud is over. And also we're going to be moving on to something different with Drew Gulak. So I mean, again, feud was good for what it was. I felt kind of dragged on a little too long. I was a little more invested in the feud between the Lucha House Party and a team of Itami and Tazawa. I was a little more invested in that feud that they had. I thought that was a little more fun to watch. But this was okay. But again, it was just to help, give Drew Gulak more heel momentum, I thought, for 205 Live. But that's pretty much it. That's how we go off the air pretty much for the show. It wasn't a complete flop of a show. I thought it was still good. I'm trying to think. I think I'll give it a B. You know what? I'll give it a B. I like the stuff with Alexander backstage. The wrestling matches weren't bad, but I think the show would just. I was going to go back to a B minus, but I'll give it a B. A B, but like the lowest B, you can probably like an 84, 85%, whatever you consider a low B pretty much. Instead of being a B minus. I'll give 205 Live a B. What grade would you give 205 Live this week? Leave us down in the comment section below. And as always, try to click my like and subscribe more content on this channel. Follow me on Twitter at TheManAir93. I'll see you guys in a couple more minutes as I do my review of NXT next. So until then, guys, I'll see you in a few minutes. Peace out, everybody.